Oh man. I feel like I want to try to like cover the table with my head. Hi everyone and welcome back. We have finally made it to the day that a new Miss Universe will be crowned. Seriously, it's in less than 10 hours a new Miss Universe will wear the new crown. She'll wear the sash, and honestly, I don't know who it's gonna be. To me, there's no clear frontrunner. There's no clear person like I felt like there has been in past years. And so it's gonna be a big shock, I think, for all of us. So this is my final prediction video for Miss Universe 2019. Can't believe I'm saying that, but here we are. I'm going to give you 20 of my favorite girls. I feel like any of them could wear the crown, and I also have a feeling that I could have somebody not on this list that could potentially wear the crown. With that, I'm just gonna get right into it. This is going to be a shorter video just because a lot of you have already seen the girls, you've heard them speak, you've seen them in prelims, national costume, so I don't feel like I need to give you any more information about them besides who is on my radar. Let's start with the top 20. Here we are. Miss Universe 2019. I can't believe it's so crazy. And just so you guys know, very exciting, we are both gonna get to go to the show. First on my list here, I'm gonna give you like my 20, then 10, then 5. I have here Miss Belgium. I didn't have Miss Belgium on my overall favorites from the preliminary performance just because I felt like some girls outperformed her overall at the prelims. But in terms of her resume, she's a pilot. I really feel like she has like this it factor, something special, different that the judges are going to love. Then I have Miss Netherlands. I've talked about her before. She's stunning. She was chosen for quite a few of like the photo and video shoots for the sponsors, so that just gives girls an extra spotlight to shine. So Netherlands is on my list, especially because of her platform with the environment. Then I have Miss Chile. Chile is young, so I feel like that is something that is going to work against her, but I thought she performed beautifully at prelims. She's stunning in person. She seems very sweet. Then I have Miss Ireland. I actually don't have Miss Ireland as high on my list as I used to. You guys know I used to have her number 1 just because I didn't feel like her performance at prelims was maybe what I expected from her. I feel like there's almost no doubt to me that she will place, especially with her resume. Albania. Albania is so beautiful, so nice. Someone told me, don't say they're beautiful and nice. We all know that they're all nice and beautiful. Again, I told you, seeing in person was different than what we saw on the telecast, and in person obviously is what the judges see. Then I have Miss Croatia. I am hoping for Croatia to make it because Croatia has always been an underrated country at Miss Universe, and this year's delegate, she is so striking. She has one of the most striking faces, in my opinion, at Miss Universe 2019. Then I have Miss Thailand. I don't have Thailand ranked as high on my list right in this moment just because I felt like her prelim performance wasn't, I guess, what I was expecting from her. But you know what? This is one of those instances where I have her here on my list, maybe not as high as some other girls, and she could come out and win the whole thing. It's just going to come down to who performs the best on the final night, which is tonight. Then I have Miss Iceland. So Miss Iceland, to me, she is young. She maybe doesn't have the same resume as other girls, but I feel like she may have charmed the judges in the interview because when I met with her, she just had this charming factor about her. I was a little bit disappointed in her gown in the prelims. I just felt like it made her look even younger. It was very Miss Teen to me, but I just have this kind of soft spot for Miss Iceland, and I know her background story. She is the first biracial woman to, maybe the first biracial woman to win Miss Iceland, I think, and she really struggled growing up with not fitting in. She bleached her hair, she shaved her head because she was embarrassed of her afro, and now she's embracing it and just being a role model for young women. So she is an amazing girl inside and out. Then I have Miss Malaysia. Miss Malaysia was not on my radar in terms of her prelim performance. Like, it was good, but it wasn't super great for me, but I feel like she's such a strong speaker. I feel like she would have performed in interview, so I wouldn't be surprised to see her in the final 20. Then I have Miss France. I wanted to put France higher on my list. I actually kind of don't know why I didn't put her higher on my list. Again, she could be somebody who comes out and takes the crown, but she's an incredible woman. Indonesia for me was one of the best performances at the preliminary competition. She's just such a nice girl. I love what she stands for, and I think she will hopefully make it in the semifinals tonight. And that's actually cracking into my top 10. So Indonesia right now is at like number, I guess, 10. So this is cracking into my top 10. Also in my top 10 is Miss India. You guys know I've talked a lot about her. She is one of the strongest delegates in my opinion this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see her there. Then I have USA. USA again is another girl who could come out and win the whole thing. We all know that she is one of the strongest speakers at Miss Universe this year. She was hands down the best speaker at Miss USA when she won, which is why she won, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see her in the top 5, the top 3, and potentially win the crown. Okay, so I accidentally misnumbered these, so put everybody up a spot, and then in my 20th spot I have a couple girls. I have Australia, Peru, Haiti, Tanzania, China, and Bangladesh, and Venezuela. So those girls are in my 20th spot. I then kind of messed things up, so I super apologize for this. I am telling you guys, I've slept for like 2.5, 3, 4 hours a night. I'm not my most organized right now. Then we have Miss Philippines. Miss Philippines, Gazini Ganados, she has really impressed me since I've gotten here to Atlanta. I didn't know what to expect from her, but I told you guys in my past videos, seeing her in real life, we were absolutely wowed by her. I feel like she wowed the judges in the preliminary competition. We'll see how she did in interview. Obviously, we won't actually know how she did, but if she places, if she moves up high in the ranks tonight, then we'll know that she probably did well in the interview. Philippines is another girl. I wouldn't be surprised seeing her in the top 5, top 3, potentially winning back-to-back. That would be crazy. That obviously hasn't happened a lot. Then I have Miss Vietnam. Now this is cracking into my top 5. Miss Vietnam to me is just, she has an amazing story. She has an amazing runway walk. She's very kind. I feel like the judges would love everything she has to say. I've heard she was one of the favorite delegates amongst the delegates, so all the girls loved her, and that's obviously a big factor, because then you know that the chaperones probably loved her, the security staff, and so that's obviously a big factor in who ultimately wins. Then I have Miss Kenya. Kenya to me was one of the best performances of the preliminary competition. She was an absolute standout. She took my breath away. She was stunning. I could see her in the top 5, top 3. Again, she could win the title. Now we're cracking into the top 3 here of my ranking, and I have Colombia. Oh, I know who I forgot. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. Puerto Rico. I have Puerto Rico on my list, and I just don't know where did I put her. I don't know. Puerto Rico is on this list too, you guys. Again, she could win the title. Top 3, who knows? But Colombia's got it all. She's got the resume, the look, the walk. She could win the title of Miss Universe 2019. Brazil is in my number 2 spot right now. Again, she could win it. She has an incredible speaking platform. If she makes it into the top 5, the top 3, her speaking skills could give her the crown. Right now, in my number 1 spot, if I had to choose a single girl, if you force me to make a decision, I would say South Africa is my bet to win Miss Universe 2019. Based on her prelim performance, based on her performance at Miss South Africa, based on her speaking skills and everything I've seen from her in the interviews online, Miss South Africa would be my personal bet to win Miss Universe 2019. Again, she can make top 20 and not advance further, and we could see somebody else go all the way to the top, but that is my bet for Miss Universe 2019 in this moment. If you had to make me decide, just because when she came out in gown, she absolutely wowed everybody in the room. And Lily's fussing, we gotta get her to nap, and then we gotta get ready to head to Tyler Perry Studios to watch the show, which is so crazy. So we will bring you behind the scenes as much as we can to the show. There's more videos coming. I know I said I had 7 videos planned. The other 2 I'm gonna film after this, but I might not get to editing them. So they might be edited tomorrow after the show happens, but I will get them to you guys. I promise you that. I've been working very hard for you to try and get all these videos to you, so I've been doing absolutely as much as I can. I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy watching the show, cheer loud, and I will see you guys after.